An overnight Russian drone attack on Ukraine's central Kirovohrad region has caused significant disruptions, particularly and in fact partially cutting power and halting railway operations. According to Andrea Rekovich, the governor of Kirovohrad Oblast, the region's center and 44 settlements in the Oleksandrivka territorial community has been left without power. Emergency services responded to fires at 3 locations caused by the attack, though there have been no reported casualties. Meanwhile, in a separate incident, a fire at fuel storage facilities near the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, reportedly caused by Ukrainian shelling, has been successfully extinguished. According to reports, the fire was contained before it could spread to nearby fuel tanks, preventing a potentially catastrophic escalation at the site. Joining us at this point in time is Major General Dr. Rajan Kochar, Senior Strategic and Defence Expert, joining us from India. So thank you so much for your time on NewsX World. And I'd like to understand from you, when we talk about this particular region, there was an attack that took place in March as well, and it was being seen as a very deadly attack. Now, we're now understanding that the situation has been largely doused. But what do you make of the situation? Do you think there was an attempt to attack in a very similar fashion to what we saw back in March?
Thank you very much. You see, what Russia is actually aiming at is two things. Trying to have an impact on the economy of Ukraine, because the railway line and all the energy centers is the lifeline of the Ukrainians. If you look at the railway network circuit, they have been planned in Ukraine. It has a very, very large impact. And as you rightly said, that what happened in March, a similar kind of an exercise has been carried out by the Russians now. How does this actually impact is, if you look at the location of Kirovohrad, it is right in the central part of Ukraine. On the north is Kharkiv, on the east is Zaporozhye, on the south is Mykolaiv and Odessa. So you are seeing this battle is being fought in this region. So what the Russians have done is, Russians have ensured that the logistics supply, the ammunition, the military supply chain is going to be affected, because I am given to understand that almost 44 of these settlements all along these entire areas have been affected by this breakdown of the power supply. Let me also tell you that since the war has started, 10,000 kilometers of railway track has been destroyed by the Russians, 43 substation buildings, and 126 terminals. So almost 23% of the rail infrastructure of Ukraine has been damaged by the Russians. Russians understand if Ukraine has to be brought to the table for a discussion, because right now Zelensky is trying to give a battle, is not laying down his arms as such, in spite of Trump's pressure on Zelensky. And Zelensky today has the support of the European Union, because they are instigating him to keep on fighting the battle and not surrender.
Right.
So if this happens to Ukraine now, this logistic pipeline has been badly damaged now. It will take them months to repair it, though 20 locomotives have been pressed into action as a stopgap arrangement, but I don't think they are going to be sufficient enough to sustain this battle for the Ukrainians, because the way Russians are fighting in western part of Donetsk and Kharkiv and Kherson, all these areas are under attack today. So I don't think Ukrainians have much of a capability to thwart these attacks, and their air defense, especially my last point is, we must understand the air defense of a country has to be very strong. The lessons India also has learned from Operation Sindoor is that you must have a robust air defense system.
Right.
So these drones are being allowed to enter Ukraine without any countermeasures. So I think a time to for Zelensky to think about these things, try to pick up his mind to have a communication with Putin, because unless he does that, I see a further destruction of Ukraine.
Absolutely. So I request you to stay on.